Hey everyone, this is Eric at Galloway Precision. We're going to be going over the LCP2 increased rate mag catch spring install. This is the same for the 22 or the 380, but the 22 has a few extra pieces that the 380 centerfire does not. I'll mention the differences as we go through this, but I am going to do it on a 22 just so you can see the parts. So the first thing we're going to do is no magazine, no ammunition. Pop the pin out. Off to the side. Now, the LCP2 has a chassis pin in the front and a chassis pin in the rear. The rear one has a groove in it. They're metal on the 22 version. They're plastic on the centerfire version. You don't want the metal ones in the centerfire one before anyone asks. Go ahead and pop that out. You see your anchor pin for your hammer spring. Just give it a twist, pop it right out, okay? Take our punch. Okay. There's your groove. Goes in the rear pin. I like to aim it towards the back of the bench so that if it flies off, hopefully it doesn't fly off on the floor. That happens enough without trying. Front pin, no groove. Now, just like the centerfire, the 22 has this bossed serial plate that you have to pry up so that the chassis will come out. You'll also notice the 20 has this disconnector and a safety, so you have to kind of be aware of those. Go ahead and pop that. The whole thing will slide up and out. Keep your finger on that disconnector. Right. Safety's probably going to fall out. Bing. Trigger bar goes flying. I'm going to go ahead and take that loose. Alright. We'll sit that there. We don't have to take it any further apart. That's just because it's going to go flying, alright? What we're working with now, let's see if you can see it good. Right here, that's your magazine spring. Now there's a couple ways to do this. With a vise, you've got a lot of flexibility. We don't have one here. I'm trying to do it like you guys would do it. Normally I'd have this thing stuck in a vise just like this, alright? So what we're going to do is take needle nose pliers, and that pulls straight out. Alright, I want you to pay attention to the orientation. Oh, it's backwards, there we go. Alright, the long leg goes to the left side, alright? Long leg goes to the left side. So we're going to set right there, we don't need that one. Alright, so our new one. Get your safety lever, or your mag catch kind of centered. You look at this and that, when you look down inside there, you'll actually see a little pinhole, alright? We're going to take this long leg like that, alright? We're going to sit it down in there. Alright, you can see that. Alright, just drop it in there and get it seated. Now, this is where it makes it a lot easier to have a vise. You're just going to basically pop it in like that, okay? Just take the needle nose, put it against the edge, and roll the tip like this, and it'll pop it right into that groove, alright? Now to reassemble this, you've got your sear back here. On the LCP Max, this is all one unit. You don't have to mess with that. It's all captured in the chassis, so it's a little nicer. But to reassemble it, you just have to get this all back in time, alright? I like to start with the trigger bar. Make sure your hammer pin's seated good. Alright. Put your finger over that trigger bar, or trigger return spring to hold it tension on it. You take the safety. Red goes towards the back. I'm going to leave this out for the moment, okay? Just work it down in there. Make sure you get this front part sort of levered. Alright. Take your flathead, push the sear forward, clicks right in, okay? You take this, line it up just like that. arrow pointing back, pop this out of the way. Okay, slides right in. Now on the bottom, this is a 22, so it's a little bit more of a pain. The hook is going backwards, so the easiest thing to do is just ratchet over. Again, if you have a vise, this is substantially easier with a vise. Okay, there's a groove, just push it in, install this, the flat part goes forward with a little relief. Line this up. Okay, you're all good. Check the safety, make sure it's racked. The safety won't work unless it's racked. Okay. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Basic overview of how to install that increased rate mag spring catch. It's been pretty popular and folks seem really happy that it helps with the drops. Anyway, as always, be safe, be accurate, and God bless.